Excellence, humility, ambition. These are words that align with Auguste Escoffier, the revolutionary French chef who modernized and simplified cuisine. And of the many chefs across the world who exhibit our namesake's finest qualities, Curtis Duffy stands out. As an Escoffier Schools partner, 3 Michelin star restaurant chef and owner, James Beard Award winner and philanthropist, Curtis Duffy embodies the spirit of Escoffier and demonstrates the places determination can take you. From home economics class to the job of his dreams, Duffy walks through his 25-year career path to the top and his advice for aspiring young professionals embarking on theirs.
I'm Curtis Duffy, chef owner of Grace Restaurant in Chicago. Thank you for having me in your classroom today. My passion for culinary arts began when I was probably 14 when I stepped into home ec class, probably 6th or 7th grade. Home ec's really shaped the foundation for me. It kind of built a great platform for me to really want to and understand what I was getting myself into. And you know, it just gave me a foundation of like, what is cooking going to look like on a very elementary level? Then I knew I could eventually build upon that. When you step into culinary school, a lot of the times it's focused 100% on food and cooking. And when you spend time in the kitchen, eventually you're going to be a great chef. But it's knowing the backside of what we do, which is the business side, the finances, understanding that in great detail as well. With anything in life, whether it's food, photography, motocross, whatever it might be, it's coming from within. It's following your passion from within inside. Not stepping into the field of food and wine with the idea that I'm doing this because I see somebody on TV doing it and they must live a great life. You know, it all comes from within. You have to be driven from within, otherwise you're not going to be happy. I think I've been fortunate enough to have a handful of mentors in my career, and even though I've only been with them for a short period of time, you know, sometimes it's only 2 years, sometimes it's 4. Sometimes it's been since 6th grade, which was my home ec teacher. She still is a mentor to me as well. There's a gentleman named John Souza who I spent 6 years with at a private golf club in Columbus, and he really allowed me to build my fundamentals, and he showed me the fundamental of cooking techniques and service and things like that. So there's a lot of times throughout my day where I'm cutting a piece of fish or butchering meat where I can remember that moment in the kitchen where he first showed me how to do that. And it can be very powerful. And you don't really understand how much you've learned until you move on to the next job or the next chef that you start working for. I think being successful in any industry, really, I think it's hard work, it's dedication, it's being passionate about what you do. It's about having an inner drive, that inner fire that fuels you every single day when you wake up to hit it running, you know, and just being humble, you know, overall. We've always built the restaurant on 4 pillars, the 4 foundation, which is service, food, ambiance, and the wine world. Obviously, you have to start with a great product. You know, the great product comes from years and years of relationships with farmers, foragers, fishmongers, and developing those great relationships gives you the better edge to getting those great products from your farmers. Then it starts with great service, and how do we give the best service possible, and then how do we refine it every single day. And it's the same with the cooking techniques of the food. How do we constantly refine what we're doing every single day and get better every single day without being complacent and feeling that mundane place that you could easily fall into. Farm to table practices and sustainability are very important in the food wine world. You know, it's about allowing the chef to get the best product within hours out of the ground, which is important, but also help connect yourself with the chef in the land and understand where it's coming from and only taking what you need as a chef. It's about being able to have those products available in the future. Well, I think culinary school can help your advancement through the industry through the connection of the relationship to the chef and the restaurant, building a foundation, and building also the fundamentals of cooking. A few things that the Escoffier schools provide that stand out to me are the farm-to-table experience. One being that the student can go to the farm for a few weeks and really experience and get their hands on get their hands in the dirt pulling vegetables out of the ground, or if it's in a livestock, they're able to work with the animals. I think it's very important because it makes a connection to that chef. It makes a connection to where your food comes from. Very, very important as a chef. Also, I think, the industry externship, gaining experience in the industry, going out and working in a restaurant to really understand what you're getting yourself into. It's so many times that people think it's so glamorous to be in the kitchen and working, but they don't understand that the amount of hours that it takes to get one dish to the table or to make a restaurant successful, it takes many, many hours behind the scenes. Thank you for having me in your classroom today. I wish you the best of luck in any career that you choose.